The men who turned failure into success. Life doesn't always go as planned. Sometimes, we fail again and again. Until we start believing that maybe we're not meant to succeed. But true strength lies in standing up one more time. This is the story of Ravi. A man who faced failure after failure. But never stopped believing in himself. Let's listen to the journey of the men who turned failure into success. Ravi was a young man from a small town in India. He had a big dream. To start his own business and make his parents proud. After college, he refused to take a regular job. He told his father, "Papa, I want to do something of my own. I want to build something that will change my life." His father smiled but said softly, "Dreams are good, Ravi. But remember, dreams need patience." Ravi nodded confidently. He believed that success was just a few months away. Ravi started a small shop selling handmade soaps. He borrowed some money from his uncle. He worked day and night. But people didn't trust a new brand. The sales were poor. In 3 months, he lost all his savings. His friends started avoiding him. His uncle said, "You should have taken a job." Even his father said quietly, "Maybe it's time to stop." But Ravi couldn't give up. He told himself, "This is not the end. This is just lesson 1." He closed the shop. But not his dream. He decided to start an online business. Selling handmade candles. He watched YouTube tutorials, learned marketing. Created a small website. For a few weeks, it went well. But soon, big brands took over. His orders stopped. Once again, he was broke. This time, he was scared. He sat alone on the terrace, watching the rain fall. He whispered, "Maybe I'm not made for success." Tears rolled down his face. But suddenly, his mother came near him and said, "Ravi, do you know why rain falls again and again?" He looked at her, confused. She smiled. "Because even clouds know they must fall to rise again." Those words stayed with him. A few months later, Ravi took a regular job. He worked in an office from 9 to 6. He was quiet, polite, but unhappy. Every night he looked at his old notebooks, full of business ideas. One night, he read a line he had written years ago. "Don't build a business to make money. Build it to make meaning." Something sparked inside him again. He realized that his past failures happened because he was chasing money, not value. He decided to try one last time. Not for others. Not for fame. But for himself. This time, Ravi started small again. He opened an online store selling eco-friendly handmade products. He didn't focus on profits. He focused on helping people. He started sharing his journey on social media, telling stories about failures and lessons. People connected with him. In 6 months, orders started increasing. He got calls from small shops who wanted to collaborate. Ravi worked late nights, packing boxes, replying to customers. But this time, with a smile. 2 years later, Ravi's brand became popular. He had a small team, his own office, and hundreds of loyal customers. One day, he was invited to a business conference to share his story. He stood on stage and said, "When I started, I thought success means profit. But real success is not about money. It's about not giving up. Even when the world says you should." The audience clapped loudly. Some people cried. That day, Ravi realized his failures were not his enemies. They were his teachers. Ravi's story reminds us of a simple truth. Failure is not the opposite of success. It's a part of it. Every mistake teaches you something new. Every fall pushes you closer to your goal. Don't be ashamed of failure. Be proud that you tried. Because one day, the same people who doubted you will tell your story as an inspiration. Thank you for listening to The Men Who Turned Failure into Success. If you like this story, share it with someone who's struggling today. And remember, success is not about how fast you reach the top, but how many times you rise after falling. Keep believing. Keep trying. Because your success story is already being written.